Alright guys, what's on? It's your boy MythFlayer with a brand new video, and I've been planning to do this video for a while, but I never really got around to it, but I finally got the motivation to tell you this story. Now this video is going to be a long video. I want you guys to stick around for it. I'm going to tell you guys how I joined Myth, and I'm going to tell you guys how to join a bigger team or a Myth if you guys want, off of these tips and tricks I'm about to give you, as well as telling the story. So let's just hop right into it. So in February of 2016, I was an alright sniper. I wasn't great at the game, but I definitely wasn't the terrible, I guess you can say, but I was alright. So basically what happened was I had no connections. I was in this team called Team LaVideo with a couple of my friends, but I just had no connections to join a bigger team. And recently my friend Milo actually joined the team at that time, and I was like, yo Milo, like, how do I join Myth? I want to join Myth. And he's like, listen Flayer, there's a recruitment challenge coming out, I want you to go for it. And I did. I grinded my ass off for it. On weekend days I literally grinded for like 8 to 10 to 12 hours a day, and then on school days when I get home from the gym or come home from school, I grind until I go to bed. I was just on the grind for the recruitment challenge, and that's the sad reality of this sniping community, I guess, because if you want something, you gotta put in the hours, you gotta put in the time for it, because being a player isn't easy anymore. There's so many. I get into a ground war lobby and there's like at least 2 to 3 other snipers, if not like up to 6 other snipers trying to join bigger teams, and just our guests are in bigger teams already or in smaller teams. There are so many snipers out there, or trick shotters, I guess I can work for that too, and free-for-all lobbies. There's so many other of those kinds of snipers and trick shotters that it's hard to get exposure now. It truly is, and going for recruitment challenges and montage challenges, those work the best, and I highly suggest you guys go for it. So in the first weekend of the RC, I kind of did pretty good. I hit like a couple 5-ons, a split quad headshot feed. I was going in, I'm like, hey, I'm going to make a weekend montage, and that's what I did. I made a weekend montage. It grabbed the attention of Otter and Ember, who were both leaders at the time. Otter is actually still in Myth, and then Ember moved on to Obey, but Otter is still the leader of Myth to this day, and I actually got the attention of both of them. And Otter, in the first night, I remember I was sitting in my bed. I was like the biggest fanboys of these guys. I'm just like, yo, that'd be awesome if they can see it. And then Otter, I seen him like the video because I tagged both of them in it. I seen him like the video, then he tweets at me, he's like, what the hell? And then he follows me, and then he's like, everyone go like this video, and he linked my video in his Twitter. I'm gonna try and find the tweet, but I was freaking out. It was literally it was like 12 o'clock at night, or midnight on a weekend night. I was about to go to school the next day, and I'm just sitting there in my bed, my heart's racing. I couldn't go to sleep that night. I was so excited, as nerdy as that sounds, but when the leader of the team that you're really trying to join follows you and then tweets out your video saying everyone go like it, I felt great. I felt amazing. That's what grinding and putting out a montage or going for recruitment challenges, that's what it does. It gets the leader's attention. Now, Ember was the other leader at the time, so before that, I would always link Ember my videos and stuff because I really wanted to join. And if I do suggest that to you, I wouldn't really suggest linking your videos and talking to them in DM saying, can I try out for your clan, can I get a private RC, because I would say 99% of the time they won't reply to you or just give you a response of no. So just don't do that. Make sure you get their attention another way, but which is kind of like montage challenges and recruitment challenge, all those things. Let me keep on bringing those two things up because that is how you join bigger teams. So I would always link Ember these videos, and I wasn't sure if Ember really liked me at the time, but every time I hit a clip I post on Twitter and link Ember, and he's like, DM me, he's like, keep on doing what you're doing, keep on grinding. And that's how he followed me. He actually followed me a couple of days later after my weekend montage for the RC, and then he followed me, and I was freaking out again. I was like, there's no way. Both of the leaders followed me, and actually Myth Connect, who isn't in Myth anymore, but I still talk to him, and Tomo, who is a really beast sniper in Myth, both of them followed me. I was freaking out, and actually Stacks, I think he actually followed me as well. So I had 3 Myth members following me and 2 Myth leaders, and I was excited. I was just like, yo, I can't wait. I can't wait to put out my next montage. It's going to be absolutely awesome. And the next week rolls by. So the next week, I didn't really play that much because I was catching up on all the shit that I missed for the past week before that to put out my first weekend montage. So I was catching up on a lot. I didn't really get to play very much. I think I played maybe like an hour a day because I missed so many things. But I actually ended up getting a split quad head, and I actually got split 5-on. one, and I put out that weekend montage. I didn't do as well as the first one, but Ember and Otter both seemed to like it, and a couple other Myth members followed me, so I was pretty excited off of that. And then that weekend I left, so after I put on my montage, I left for the weekend for my grandparents' farm. I came back, I was so dead tired. I'm like, you know what, dude, I'm gonna see my luck. I'm gonna see if I can get lucky. So I put on YouTube, I started catching up on my YouTube videos that I missed for that weekend, and then all of a sudden I hop online, get a gamer, breach dom, and I actually hit my closer to my Myth intro, and that was a 5-on ×2 with a collat refill. It was actually so nice. It was solid, no splits. One of my favorite clips to this day, if not the favorite. I just loved it so much. I hit that clip. I didn't tweet it out. I actually kept it a secret, and I'm glad I did. After that, I wasn't really lucky. I hit like another split 5 on, and that's about it. And then the due date for the RC comes out. Now, I wasn't feeling that good that day, and I know I was good enough to go to school. I'm gonna be completely honest here, but I really wanted to join Myth that day. So basically, I stayed home. It was about 9 o'clock. I was laying in my bed, and I got a Twitter notification of Ember saying, "Yo, I'm live streaming. Make sure you guys go check me out on Twitch. I'm gonna be looking at all of the responses, or most of them at least." So I'm like, okay, dude, this is my time. This is when I can put it out. So basically what happened was I put out my response a couple hours later, maybe like an hour or two later, and I linked Ember in the DMs. I'm like, yo, dude, I upload my response, and I remember Ember's reaction so good. He's like, yes, Flair finally uploaded it. So the live stream had about like 50 people or so, and Ember was freaking out. He's like, finally Flair uploads his response, because I think he knew it was gonna be alright, but I didn't think he was excited for it. So then he opens my response. I'm like, well, this is gonna go well. And I was talking to some of my friends at the time, like Jog. I was talking to Desire. I was talking to a few others. I think I was talking to Ziggy as well. I was just talking to a couple of my old friends from my team before, and I still talk to them to this day. And I was just in the call with them. I'm like, yo, dude, he's actually excited. And I should have recorded it, but I didn't. But I was so excited. Ember looked at it. He looked at it for a couple of minutes, and if you guys haven't seen my response, you should guys go check that out. But I looked at it for he looked at it for a couple of minutes. I think it was like 2 minutes in, and his first reaction was, it's 7 minutes long. And I put no safeguard in the title because I knew he didn't like safeguard, and a couple other responses before didn't have safeguard. So I put no safeguard in the title, and that's what really caught his eye. And he looked, and it was 7 minutes long. He's like, it's 7 minutes long, with his little Scottish accent, and I'm like, oh my god, this is gonna be so great. So then he watches the response for 2 minutes. He's like, Flair, are you in the chat? I'm just like tweeting in the chat. I'm like, yeah, I'm here. I don't know why I said tweeted, but I put in the chat. I'm like, yeah. And he's like, do you want to join Myth? And my heart just dropped. I shit myself. I was so excited. I remember it so good. It was amazing. So Ember, if you're watching this, dude, you helped me out so much by recruiting me and letting me in Myth. And I'm probably gonna link you this video anyway so you can see it. But thank you, Ember, if you're watching this. I remember it so. I wish I could watch it back. I really could. It was just one of my favorite moments in this community, and to this day. So you guys probably know the rest of the story. I joined Myth. I remember I was watching Otter's live stream that night, and a couple of his friends were talking, and then I remember somebody asked Otter, they're like, yo, did you guys pick up any snipers? And then Otter's like, yeah, we did. And the one random guy, I can't remember who he's talking to, he's like, oh yeah, you pick up Flair yet? And he's like, oh yeah, we already picked him up. And I was like, wow, this guy, like, they knew who I was. Like, Trickshaw's even knew who I was. Like, it was actually crazy and how much it stuck out. So definitely, if you follow what I did, if you go for a recruitment challenge or a montage challenge, make sure you put out like a weekend montage or a week montage, or just put out mini montages in general. It gets the leader's attention and will help you join a bigger team. Anyways, guys, if you watched it all the way to the end, make sure to leave a like. Definitely 100% leave a like. If we can get like 90 likes in this video, that'd be absolutely amazing. Anyways, guys, peace.